There's something endlessly fascinating about patterns that never quite end. Shapes that repeat not just once or twice but infinitely, like echoes folding into themselves. You look at them and they look back. They don't just decorate space, they pull you in. And when those patterns are carved into wood, a natural material already full of motion and grain, something rare happens. Something hypnotic. That's what you find in abstract fractal patterns in wood. Not a design but a dimension. Not a surface, but a window into layered, recursive beauty. At first glance, it's hard to know what you're looking at. A swirl? A spiral? A cracked riverbed? The design doesn't shout. It doesn't offer easy answers. It just unfolds. Slowly. A branching line splits and splits again. A curl leads to a tighter curl. A single shape repeats itself at different scales. The deeper you look, the more you see. Fractals are math, but in wood they feel like magic. Like something grown instead of made. Like something that wasn't imposed on the grain, but summoned from it. The line between the organic and the algorithmic blurs. What has always been a fractal medium, trees grow that way. Branches fork. Roots diverge. Veins form. Grain flows like waves. It's only fitting that we return fractals to it, not by hand alone, but with tools that understand precision. It starts with a digital map. A program generates a pattern, maybe based on the Mandelbrot set, maybe on a branching L system, or perhaps something custom, something generative. Code written not to control but to explore. A tiny shift in numbers makes a new world appear. The pattern evolves. It deepens. Loops in on itself. Then it's carved by a CNC router, by a laser engraver, or even burned by hand, carefully tracing the paths with high voltage, a method called Lichtenberg burning. The technique varies, but the intent is the same, to reveal complexity. To carve order from chaos, or maybe the other way around. In some pieces, the fractals are deep and sculptural, milled directly into slabs of maple, walnut, or birch. You can feel them under your fingertips. Ridges, grooves, dips. The wood's natural grain intersects with the pattern, enhancing it, sometimes disrupting it. The straight lines of the design bend subtly where the wood resists. The outcome is never perfect, never sterile, always alive. Other pieces are shallow, delicate, just a few millimeters into the surface, like shadows frozen in motion. These are more about light. As the day passes, the angle changes. The shadows stretch, compress, fade. The panel looks different every hour. A morning version, an afternoon version, an evening version. All the same object, but shifted. You see the same fractal forms appear again and again in different ways. Tree-like structures. Webs. Spirals. Triangles within triangles. A coastline viewed from above. Lightning. River deltas. Each form is both familiar and strange. Both abstract and rooted in the world we live in. These aren't just aesthetic choices, they're patterns of nature itself. Repeated, recursive, embedded in the way things grow and move and split. Some artists take it further. They add color but not loud. Subtle washes. Water-based stains that pool in the carved grooves. The ridges stay wood-toned. The valleys darken. The whole thing becomes topographic. A landscape. Others pour in resin. Clear amber, smoky black. Filling the voids like water in dry land. Trapping light. Adding gloss. Then there's scale. Some fractal wood pieces are small, panels that fit on a desk, framed like strange maps. Others are massive, walls covered edge to edge. Rooms transformed by pattern. You walk by and the repetition pulls at your peripheral vision. It feels both calming and disorienting, like looking at waves or stars. You lose track of where one shape ends and another begins. And they're not always symmetrical. Some begin in one corner and grow outward like moss. Others radiate from the center, tight at first, then expanding. A single point becomes a field. What begins as order turns into noise. Then back again. People mount them on walls. Hang them in halls. Use them in ceilings, door panels, tabletops. Not because they're functional, but because they create a mood. A visual rhythm. A quiet that isn't empty. These pieces don't speak loudly. They whisper. They murmur. They invite you to slow down. To look closer. To fall into the detail. And the wood, always the wood, grounds it. It's never just a pattern floating in space. It's rooted in something real. Something with weight. You see the knots, the imperfections, the way the grain curves just slightly off from the carving. You're reminded, this isn't just digital art. It's physical. It lives in the world. Sometimes the process itself becomes the point. High voltage fractals are a perfect example. Two nails are driven into a piece of wood. A current is applied. The electricity finds its own path, branching out like lightning. It burns as it moves. Smoke rises. The path is random but still fractal, still branching. What's left is charred and beautiful. Dark rivers scorched into the wood. You can't predict exactly what it'll look like. You just give it the chance and step back. Other times it's entirely controlled, designed in software, simulated. Every node chosen, every curve precise. These pieces have a quiet authority. You look at them and see balance, harmony, a sense that someone thought this through deeply but let the material speak too. Even the finishing matters. An oiled surface catches the light in one way. A matte wax finish softens the contrast. A heavy gloss exaggerates the detail. No choice is accidental. Everything plays a role in how the fractal emerges. And over time the wood changes. Air touches it. Sunlight fades it. The pattern remains but its mood shifts. That's the thing about fractals, they're timeless but never static. Even when they don't move, they suggest movement. In some cultures, fractals aren't just design, they're philosophy. They represent infinity, continuity, the idea that the part contains the whole. That small things mirror big ones. That you can find the universe in the curl of a leaf, or the branching of a line carved into cedar. And when you bring that into wood, something that once lived, that still holds the memory of time, you get something more than art. You get resonance. Pattern and material speaking the same language. Abstract fractal patterns in wood are not about decoration. They're about discovery. You can stare at one for minutes and still not see all of it. There's always another layer, another loop, another path hidden in the grain. It's an invitation to keep looking, to keep wondering, to sit with complexity and not need to solve it. Because sometimes beauty doesn't need to explain itself. Sometimes it just needs to repeat, to echo, to grow inwards and outwards at the same time. Like trees, like rivers, like thought, like breath. Abstract fractal patterns in wood are more than just visual intricacies. They're meditations in form. They carry the rhythm of the universe. Repetition, expansion, recursion. These patterns echo the very structure of nature itself, drawing inspiration from river deltas, branching trees, cracked earth, and the veins in a single leaf. Fractals aren't random. They're rooted in mathematics and mirrored in the living world. And when those forms are carved into wood, they become something else entirely, alive, grounded, deeply hypnotic. Each line in a fractal design leads somewhere. Every branch splits and then splits again. Zoom in and you find more detail. Zoom out and the pattern remains. It's infinite in feeling even when carved into a finite material. And when those patterns meet the surface of wood, with all its grain, its knots, its natural imperfections, something powerful happens. You're not just looking at a design. You're witnessing a conversation between logic and life, precision and randomness, nature and structure. Fractal wood art invites a kind of stillness. It slows you down. These aren't patterns you glance at once and move on from. Your eyes wander. You trace the shape expecting it to end, and it doesn't. The repetition draws you deeper in, until you're not just seeing the pattern, you're feeling it. It's like a visual echo that doesn't stop, a kind of quiet infinity. And yet, despite all the complexity, there's something grounding about seeing fractals in wood. Because wood is so tactile, so real. It holds warmth. It cracks and curves and carries history. It refuses to be sterile. So when fractals are etched, burned, or carved into it, whether by CNC, by hand, or by electric burning, the result is never cold. It's layered, emotional, rooted. The logic of fractals paired with the soul of wood creates a tension that feels almost sacred. These pieces can take many forms: wall hangings, panels, installations, furniture accents, even lighting. But no matter the shape, they tend to transform the spaces around them. They become more than art. They become energy. A rhythm that pulses gently against a still wall. A quiet intensity that fills the room. And the best part? No two are the same. Even with mathematical consistency, each piece of wood brings its own voice, its own grain, its own subtle defiance. There's also a certain humility in fractal work. You're never in full control. The patterns guide you. They sprawl outward in ways you don't expect. The wood resists in places, accepts in others. It becomes a process of discovery, not domination. You work with the design, not against it. And that's part of the beauty. These pieces aren't forced, they're revealed. And perhaps that's what draws people to fractal wood art. Not just how it looks, but how it makes you feel. There's a comfort in its repetition. A reminder that the world isn't chaos, even when it feels like it. That patterns exist beneath the surface. That beauty can emerge from structure, from rules, from recursion. And that in nature, everything is connected. From the branching of trees to the shape of coastlines to the fire-burned lines on a slab of pine. So when you look at a piece of abstract fractal woodwork, take a moment. Let your eyes get lost in it. Let your thoughts fall into the rhythm. These pieces don't scream for attention, they earn it slowly. They become part of the background and the foreground all at once. Quiet, patient, powerful. In the end, abstract fractal patterns in wood aren't about decoration. They're about presence. A reminder that art doesn't need to be loud to be profound. That complexity doesn't need to be chaotic. And that sometimes, the most compelling pieces are the ones that echo what's already inside us. Repetition, expansion, and the constant, quiet pull to grow outward from the center. And when that echo is carved in wood, it lasts, it lingers, it becomes something you can return to again and again, just like the pattern itself.